Here's the funny thing about this is that these are the guys that Tiger has beaten like a drum for the last 12 years, and they're excited to have him back. I mean, just because it elevates the tournament. You know, the funny thing is, all these guys, the reason you play sports is to play in, you know, on a stage, and the stage is the greatest when Tiger's around. The gallery's big, the media's big, there's a buzz in the air, and we haven't had that since June. So I think they've looked forward to it. I mean, they know what the guy's done in terms of almost being singularly responsible for raising purses and bringing interest to the game, and they need him back because they want to be part of that too. What I think is interesting is he's a little bit curious, just like the rest of us are. I mean, this guy is, not only has he not played since the U.S. Open, this will be only his second tournament in the last 10 months. 8 months is a long time away from the game, no matter how much you play at home, no matter how much you practice. It's so different being inside the ropes and having every shot count, and there's sure to be some rust. You know, he hasn't felt the adrenaline, you know, the rush, those were his words, of competition. He hasn't felt that since June. And you know, you really don't know how your body is going to react to that. You don't know how your game's going to react to that. What happens sometimes when Tiger takes some pretty good layoffs, whether it's 4 months, 5 months, you know, he talks about trying to get back into the flow of the tournament. And you know, that's the hard part about match play, is that you can't waste a lot of time doing that. I think, this is just a suspicion on my part, I think Mickelson would love to have him back. He was the one guy people were looking at. When Tiger went away for the last 6 months of the year, this was a time for Mickelson to, you know, have his first chance at winning a money title, possibly going up to #1 in the world for the first time, and he never really cashed in. In fact, Phil played, you know, some of his worst golf after Tiger's gone. I think Phil, who loves the competition and loves competing with Tiger, almost needs Tiger there to bring out the best in his game. So I'd be curious to see how Phil responds to it, and others too. You know, really, you know, it means something more when Tiger's in the field. It means something more when they have a chance to go against him. Harrington did brilliantly at the British Open and the PGA. And the interesting thing is he goes to the Masters with a chance to join Tiger and Hogan as the only guys to win 3 in a row. And you know, I think Tiger's going to take some of the pressure off him because he'll get so much notoriety. So all in all, it's good to have him back. It's still going to be just as hard for Tiger to win as it was before. And even with Tiger gone, winning isn't necessarily any easier out here. You still have to hit the shots and go through all the motions. But by and large, it'll be good for him to be back.